Hey guys, this is Ian from IGT Soft. I'm going to show you three different subprograms that I have on Infosys. The first one is the laboratory daily log sheet, which is like an electronic log that we do for all our patients. So when we have a new patient, we just put it in and tell the system that this, like John Doe was here and then what test he had done. Just a quick log, just a very simple log actually. And then the next one is the laboratory kit QC manager. So this will keep track of kit QC like monospot, pregnancy tests, RA factor, all those kit QC that are not interface. And the third one is the laboratory QC reminders, which will remind the team if a QC hasn't been done, it needs to be done, and just to help collaborate and enhance that communication between team members. So I'm going to put these three together in one video because these three actually have some features that tag along with each other. So I'm gonna go start by going to the daily log sheet. The daily log sheet is just a simple log of my patients for the day. So I'm just going to toggle this down to not applicable for now. So I'm just going to show you guys. So these are my patients for today. It's March 27, 2025. These are the patient names. Patient type would be inpatient, outpatient, ER, or whatever you want to set it up with. Medical record number, the tests ordered, the date and time they were entered into the system. Of course, I can manually remove them. This is just something that we used to use but not anymore since our system take care of diagnosis, but this is a good way to mark if a diagnosis is not working for this test, as there's a CPT code that's not working. So you can just actually toggle and just mark it as diagnosis okay, it's no, and ABN if an ABN was signed. So this will just show that it's just a simple log. And over here, this is actually attached to this log toolbar. I'm just going to put it here so it will be more visible. So you can just put in, like, we'll just say let me just take off Jane Doe here. I was playing around with Jane Doe's entry earlier, or John Doe rather. Let me just get rid of them. So over here I'm just going to say Jane Doe was here, and then Jane Doe was here for a CBC and a mono spot, and then enter. So it will show that Jane Doe was here as an outpatient, and she had a CBC and a mono spot, just a log. And notice that this showed up when I was putting the entry in for Jane Doe. So this is actually the laboratory QC alert. It's part of the QC alert that I had earlier, which tells me that a CBC hasn't been done for today, so it needs to be done. And so does a daily temp check, so it's something that needs to be done, and it's based on the keywords that I had when I was typing the test down here. So I'll show you guys this portion in a little bit. So I'm just going to show you like some more functionality. Apart from the log, you can also put the data entry here. Like you can also put like John Doe, and then pretty much same process. And then I'm just gonna say BON Kreanen. Okay, so Jane Doe and John Doe are both there. So over here I'm just gonna show some little bit of functionality. We'll just say Jane Doe, her medrec is 99574337. We'll just say that was a mistake, it's supposed to be 338. So I'm just gonna do, these are all the different functionalities. So the first one is just a matter of, you can just quickly change a medical record number. So I'm gonna change that into 95743. Oops, sorry, 9957438. So change a medrec number. It's gonna ask. Okay, that's as simple as that. And now the medrec number has been changed. I'm gonna save that, and all the other functionalities over here would be like you can manage the entry, which is you can change the name, the location, and the medrec number too. Manage patient names. So if you have multiple, we'll just say somebody put down Jane Doe as Jane Doe, and then the other one is a Jane R Doe. So you can actually pick and choose what name you actually want for this specific medical record. Resync database would just resync what's in the system right now. Set type to would just quickly change it to, like, we'll just say this is Jane Doe, and she was put in as an outpatient, but she's actually an inpatient. So I'm just gonna do set type to inpatient and then save. Notice that this changed to inpatient. Just a quick way, I have some functionalities there. And of course, view order history, which is similar to this view encounter button here. I'm just quickly do that. So this is a handy little toolbar here that actually shows all the past tests that Jane Doe had. So we'll just say Jane, it's gonna pull Jane Doe, and this is the medrec number, and these are all the past tests that she had done in the system. Just a quick way to actually pick that up, and then I'm just gonna X this out. Quickly show you guys some of these functionalities. So date totals would show me the total of, like, I have 1 inpatient, 8 outpatients today, and all these different locations that I have set up. And monthly total would give me the total for the entire month. So it will just go through from March 1st to March 27th, and give me a total for the month. I use that a lot for, like, my statistics that I use. I make reports, so this is a quick way to actually get like a total in just one click of a button with just a few seconds, and there you go, you'll have it. Find encounter would be similar to earlier when I did view order history, so exactly the same. Just put a name here, and you can pull up what patient John Doe had in the past, or any patient name for that matter. Diagnosis failures. Since I've actually marked here that there's a diagnosis failure, this will just show me for the entire month how many patients had diagnosis failure and if an ABN was actually signed. This is what I used to use before I was able to generate the report on our EHR. So this is one way that I can do like QA and try to better catch these diagnoses and have the patient sign an ABN before drawing the patient per regulation. So, and then test totals would be a quick way to, we'll just do, like, we'll just say from March 1st to March 27th, people who had CBC done, and I'm just going to do search. So these are all the people who had CBC done, and if I click on the view, and it will show me what tests were actually ordered on Jane Doe. So that's pretty much it for the daily log sheet. If I'm going to press this show all button, it will take me back to my main window here, and I can show you guys the Kit QC Manager. Kit QC Manager, let me just remove this real quick here. So we'll just say I did an RA test. We had a patient earlier, and I need to log that I did a QC and they were acceptable. So if I do like new entry, I can just pick and choose. We'll just do RA kit. I did an RA kit. I'm gonna click this yellow button. So this is actually synced to our inventory. So these are all my inventory entries. So right now I have this description on my inventory, and then this is the lot number. If I do insert, it will pull up the lot number and expiration date of that certain kit that I'm using right now. So this is attached to my inventory program also in Infosys, so you can put in different lot numbers, expiration dates. So just a pretty good database to actually sync to this program here. Over here I'm just gonna put like IT as my tech initials and save. So there it is. I have my entry there for RA kit. It will show the date that it was done, the kit test name, the lot number, the expiration date, the initials of the person doing it, and of course the result, which is positive control is positive and negative control is negative. So that's pretty much it for Kit QC Manager. I'm going to go back to Show All, and then I'll show you Laboratory QC Reminders. So remember this toolbar that showed up earlier when I was putting in some data on Jane Doe. So what this is telling me is I need to do CBC controls because they haven't been done, and I need to do the daily temp check, which hasn't been done. So I just need to mark them off. These are pink because it means that something that I did earlier triggered these tests. So it shows you that they need to be done too as well. So if I'm going to mark this off, I can just simply mark it off here and put done, and then yes, and then if I do a refresh, notice that was gone, and then it just logged the last time date and time that was performed. And daily temp check, we'll just say I did it just now. So instead of marking here, I can actually choose to mark it over here. So mark done, say yes, and notice that my reminder toolbar is gone. And then it's logged here that I just did it at 2048. So this program here actually helps me and my team collaborate on QC, especially on the Kit QC. And like for example, the Pro time, we actually do QCs every 8 hours. So here I actually set up like this is done every 8 hours and plus AM. That means we do it as part of our morning maintenance. And APTT, we don't really have a lot of PTT patients for the day. It's not every day that we get samples for APTT. It's a pretty small lab. So I just had it down as every 8 hours. What this means is we'll just say my first patient was at 7 a.m. If we have like a PTT order at 5 p.m., then it will not trigger. It will trigger because it's been over 8 hours. If it's before the 8 hour period, it will not trigger, so it won't remind me to do it again. So it's just a good way to collaborate with your team. And this CBC is done daily per day of patient service, and AM maintenance would be like it triggers every morning. So that's pretty much it. And then over here I can actually put my keywords. So these are where the keywords is separated by comma. So if I type in a patient here and then put in like we'll just say a BMP, since the chemistry wasn't done, let me just try that. So we'll just say if John Doe had we'll just say as a BMP. So it will show that it will show a toolbar right very soon. It's right now it has a timer. So yep, here it is. So here if you look into the user log, it shows that chemistry controls QC alert triggered and who triggered it, and this is the QC alert. And same thing, you just do if I cancel this, we'll just say, for example, okay, cancel, I don't want to do it yet, I'm planning to do it later. So if I do views user log, it will actually show that I actually just canceled the QC alert. It will also show if I marked it off as done, and it will show that if the test alert was added, I just set up monospot earlier. So how this works is if I put like under here, we'll just say good example, let me just do monospot. And then I put like daily terms would be mono, and then add. So notice I got monospot here. And if I go to the Kit QC manager, so this is how I can tie all three together. So they kind of work hand in hand. So if I go into mono rapid test, this is the keyword that I need to use. And I go back here and I go into QC reminders under mono, and I'm gonna put over here just mono rapid test, enter. So now if I would do like, we'll just say I have a patient, Peter Pan was here, or no, just George Peters was here, and then we actually did a CBC and a mono, enter and save. Since over here it says the keyword is mono, and it will show like let me just quickly refresh this. So it's now pink, and it shows that I need to do a mono spot control. So if I mark this off as done, and since this is attached to the Kit QC reminder, a mono rapid test, so I'm just do done, and it will give me like a notification saying that it will be marked as done. If a Kit QC is required, it will show up a new forms. If I say yes, since it found there's actually a mono rapid test under the Kit QC manager, so it pulls up this screen. And then all I need to do is just go here, insert, and then put in my initials. Okay, so if I refresh the screen, there's no more pink. That means it's done at 3:27 at 20:52. And if I go into the Kit QC manager, it will also show that mono rapid QC was done on this lot number, expiration date by myself. So that's pretty much it, guys. So I have all these three sub-programs. They're meant to collaborate with your team, keep track of your patients, and make sure that QCs are done for the day, or they're done according to protocol per your setting. Yeah, just help your team collaborate and communicate, and so we're not over QCing. Well, there's nothing wrong about over QCing, but we just really don't want to miss not doing QC if it's needed. So that's it, guys. If you guys have any questions, if you have some inquiries, you can always contact me on the email and check out my website below. Thank you. Have a great day.